Hello everyone. This is Alashola Omio. Wonderful having you guys here. In this video, I will be talking about money rituals, as in energy or fortune obtainers. There's a video on this my page. Hello there, Anthony Assen. Lovely having you guys here. I believe in that video I spoke at length about this topic, but I thought I would come here today to go a bit further on this topic because it seems recently there's been this. It's almost like a pandemic now back in Africa, Nigeria to be precise. And the thing is, I thought even though I'm based here in England, like deba ni shalafia ni. Wonderful to have you guys here. Motiri baba mi nbe yen. So as I was saying now before I see my father there. So this topic has been going on recently. It's become almost like a pandemic. I'm going to kick in Yoruba here and there. Recently, I'll give instances also. I thought I would bring this topic and so that I can talk about it, just to create awareness. At the end of the day, that's all we can do, because there's some people, they will say to you that they don't believe in this sort of thing happening, that it's not true or blah blah blah. I'm not here to convince anyone. Like I said, most of the reason why I love my path is that we're not here to preach to people. I'm not here to convince you to believe. Hi, darling Henry. Lovely having you guys here. Beautiful people. Happy Valentine's Day. Lady, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I don't know. Well, I don't know the last time. You guys are my Valentine. And I've got my sons at home, so that would do for me. So as I was saying, that I thought I'd come and create this awareness there. I'll give instances also, examples of maybe like one or two. Also, the purpose why I think I would like to stress it again, because most times we think this thing is only happening back in Africa, but we forgot that the same people, for example, even though I'm based now in England now, I was originally from Nigeria, Yoruba to be precise. So, and I'm in contact with home all the time, so I do know what's happening. And when you see this same thing or trend happening around you, even here in oh, don't worry, darling. Everything will be fine. I'll finish the video. You can WhatsApp me. You can call me my WhatsApp, Henry, and we'll talk better about that. You see, yes. Just let me finish this video. Anyway, as I was saying, when I think I'll first of all, for people that don't believe in this sort of thing happening, I believe it's you guys that are more likely to be used for this kind of thing, because I'm not saying that because you don't believe in it, but I think for me it's about creating awareness. Even though if you don't believe, but be aware, just know that. So in case you come into contact with stuff like that, you be aware, you be a bit more cautious, as opposed to you not knowing, or at least you will sort of have an inkling of, okay, I think I heard about this somewhere. You see, because this sort of thing is when it happens, it's not nice. For people that are familiar with news from Africa, you can agree with me that there was this recent, before I even go into the examples or my own experience, because I'm going to start my own experience also. Even on my soul, there's some stuff that I see me, and how I was able to deal with it, and obviously it wasn't. I don't want to, but I'm just going to start example of attempts. Yes, that's what I'll call it. So, but first of all, I'll first of all introduce this for some people that do not understand what it is. So the idea is that some people believe that African we have supernatural power to produce money, which we do. I can, when you talk about spiritual power, without any doubt. The culture was reported, that's what people are saying that it wasn't something like, for example, Nigeria, for example, It wasn't something that our ancestors were into in the early days. Pé kò ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ pé àwọn bàbá wa, àwọn ìyá wa, wọ́n máa ti ń ṣe láti ilẹ̀. But I believe it's not a new thing. It's just because the world of internet now, ilé ayé ti di ó ti jálura wọn. And so because of Oluchi, how are you, darling? And so because of that, the news gets around fast. And not only that, because of we're living in the modern world now, a lot of these things that's coming to the open now, they've already been there, but probably they were only kept in the certain circle, not really, like out in the open now. But because of the way, take for example, like Nigeria, if you look at the economy issue going on around there, especially after COVID-19, stuff are really, really hard, really biting on people. And so and when people are desperate, we will do desperate stuff also. So because of that, you have all this issue of scamming, you're talking about Yahoo boys, Yahoo special, whatever, advanced form of Yahoo, what have you. So because of the people are finding ways, they're looking for ways of, for them to have money, whichever way possible. Nobody wants to do, get involved with hard work anymore, because they believe that there are faster routes that you could take that could, get you to the same destination, which is going on Dolowo. And so therefore, because of that, all of this is, it's really so bad now. Before I give the example of what's the one that happened recently in Nigeria, is so, there's some part of it that I probably wouldn't be able to go into detail, because they're so gruesome. What was done was horrendous. Even you wouldn't treat your animal as such, let alone a human being. So, like from what we were told, they said, it was this idea of using human being for sacrifice to make money was introduced, sort of imported from Nupe or from Ghana. I'm thinking, that idea, I don't really go with it, but obviously I still have to mention it. But the idea that it's just been newly, or it was imported from somewhere, I think it's been around. It's been around. It's just that then our fathers or our ancestors, they have a way of keeping things in a certain circle that it's only for the elites, the influential one, the powerful people, that it would be in their midst. But now, like I said, because of Kwekosowo, the economy is biting on everyone really hard. So people are going to extreme ways, and the people that usually that had this secret of this rituals or whatever, they are rolling it out to anyone, because they needed money also. So I don't know, what's the point of keeping any secret that's not going to fetch you money, and you are broke? So why don't you roll it out? So because of this, and when we talk about internet also, so it's a big thing now. But the idea is, that's what I want to get into. Because if you I mean, when I first heard about this, you think, okay, what's the whole purpose of it? So there are ways, so it's not only just one way that they can take this thing from you, or it could be used. The more people are getting more aware, the more they are finding other ways, more discreet way in which they could do it, so that with people not finding out or suspecting, or a victim will not suspect, they want to do something like this to me. So I'm going to cite example. So the idea is that the purpose, I think what they want to get into later on, is for them to have money. Well, that's the destination they would like to arrive at. But it is the method here that I would like to just point like one or two, of the way that they do these things. So back in the days, you would hear that, they will put calabash on your head. I remember when we were young, back home in Nigeria, this one mafia show, they're going to use it for, they'll put calabash on your head, and then money will be pouring from that calabash. These Nollywood movies, so misleading. So the kind of the picture they painted then was, you suddenly will find yourself in this wardrobe like a cupboard, and then you have a big calabash on your head, and then money will be pouring from there. So I mean, people will think, oh, so I mean, when we were younger, we think, oh my God, when you look at people like this, start to suspect, even though we don't live in an area like that. But that was the notion, that was the picture that was painted then. But obviously, as we grow older, more wiser, especially in the part that I am, you have more cotton shell. So it's in the spiritual realm this will happen. So then so when you're watching the movie, they are sort of they will create it, so you think it's going to be in the physical. It's not like that. But in essence, that's what that soul. So it's about obtaining the soul of the person. You see. So it's not okay. Obviously, you can't just call someone here and say, "Oh, John Doe, come here," or "Come here, Janet. I want you to be going to 9 to 5 work for me, and you'll be coming to give me the money." They're going to think, have you lost it or something? So it's not like that. So in that instance, what they tend to do is they will tap into your soul. You see, and most of the time when they do this is when we are most vulnerable. So when you are asleep, then you're about soon. You see. And that is if they have tried physically, they are not able to get you physically, and they're going to come in a spiritual, like in your psychic, in the form of psychic attack. I'm going to break. So most people that will do this, sometimes in the past, they said they will use their wives. It's really popular among men. I must say this from while growing up. So I'm not being what's this word? I don't want to come across like that. You guys know I'm not like that. So we've heard of history of women doing that now also. So it's not only in the men stuff, but as we all, I mean, you guys will agree with me that I mean, when they say we live in the men's world, men, they tend to be the head, and so they want the head of the family. So back, you can imagine in Africa where the man has zero chance of having anything. So some of them will go to all this length to make sure that they are able to get the money, and so therefore be able to fulfill their, the reason why they are there as a husband or wife or boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, as a king. So it was most popular among, thank you for coming, most popular among men, and not just ordinary men also. Men in high places, in instances like that, some will use their wives, their children, if they are friends, or no. Some will actually use their parents and siblings also. The list is endless. And so the idea is the blood of this sacrifice in turn used as money ritual in order to enrich themselves. So you now come to, okay, what are the ways? In the past also you have people who want to sleep with you, which is still popular these days anyway, and through that sex, intercourse, because they would have used some sort of charm or potion. So when they now, during the course of your intercourse, they're able to pass whatever or take whatever they want to take away from you. So I mean that was a popular one, it still is. But because of a lot of torchlight, light has been shed into that area. A lot of people, they sort of not using that unless if the opportunity presents itself. I mean, obviously. So the one they do mostly now is, like I will say, example I'm going to cite here. You see, first of all, when you think about your husband or your boyfriend, or even people that are meant to be your friends, your rare, it could be, some people think, I mean, we don't have any relationship. We're just, it doesn't matter, because what they'll find out is they will probably go and have a divination made, people that will do this thing, and obviously they are looking for people that has the kind of energy of what they wanted. It could be, like I said in my other videos, it could be wealth or something to do with Ajay. When we talk about prosperity, there's some people, which I believe you and I are among those people, that they are, whatever they touch turn to gold. If they undertake any endeavors, it prosper. Whatever they do prosper. You see, they just have that lucky star, whatever you want to call it. Even if if other people are selling stuff, and those people don't make money, once they start to do it, they will make money. So that's so they have that sort of energy about them. You see, so some will be about fame, will be very popular. People will just love them. Whatever what they say, the people will just love. So it's this sort of energy. If it's what they are looking for, then they will want to identify if you have such energy. So if you say you are a friend, like a case of this guy that happened in Ile-Ife recently, I'm going to cite that example. It's a very popular one. The guy's name was called Timothy. The guy, I think he went to Ile-Ife he was doing his MBA exam. He was an accountant also. So he lodged at this hotel. Imagine you went to you actually you paid to stay in an hotel, and you ended up being killed. I don't want to jump the gun. So the guy went to this hotel. It was just, I think the exam was meant to happen on Saturday. So it was a family man also. So I think he got there on Friday. The plan was for him to do the exam on a Saturday, and then on Sunday to now go back to Abuja. I think that was where his family, the wife and the children were, they were all based. So anyway, it was between the night of Friday to Saturday morning. All of a sudden, this guy, the wife called him. His phone was not going through. So she was concerned. And the good thing is, this guy was sort of a person that he had this habit of being in contact with his wife, his parents. So it's not it's someone that is very responsible like that. So it's not someone that will just wander off, or you call his mobile, he's not going through. No. Before, even when he got to Ile-Ife, he called the wife. The wife said when he got off at the airport, he wanted to take car drive from Osogbo to Ile-Ife. He called. From when he got to Ile-Ife, he called the wife also. So we have this is a kind of a history of somebody that's very responsible. He would tell his family, his wife, where he was, what he was doing. I believe that was at the end. That was the reason why they actually was able to find out what happened to him at the end. So anyway, to cut long story short, the wife called, and on Saturday the phone was not going through. I believe she said she spoke with him around 12 midnight or thereabout, and he said he wanted to go to bed. He would wake up at 4 a.m. That's where the time he usually would get up to, just to what's this word we call this thing, to refresh, because he's got exam that Saturday morning. So coming about 12 midday Saturday morning, the wife was calling his phone. The phone wasn't going through, so she was concerned. So she called the brother-in-law. I mean, that was the senior brother of this Timothy. So obviously, everybody got on board quickly, because he was the kind of person that's very responsible. He's not someone that will just wander off, So if it was someone like that, probably people think, don't worry, just give it to tomorrow, or maybe the day after he will show up. He probably went off somewhere. But this guy is not someone like that. Very stand-up guy, very responsible. So the family, they quickly got into it. That hold on a second, what's going on? Where they were wondering what was happening. Got so good. The wife was going when she was searching through his stuff, because the brother was asking him, "Oh, do you know where he normally stay at Ile-Ife?" The wife said no, but so she said let her go and check some of his stuff. Eventually, she was able to find out the receipt of the first time. I think a few times the husband had stayed at that hotel. So that was how she was able to now come back on the phone to the brother-in-law and say, hold on a sec, uncle, I've got the receipt here. I believe this is the hotel that he blah blah blah. Anyway, so getting that information, the brother now with some other people went to that hotel. The first thing they told them was, oh, they don't have anyone of that name here, blah blah blah. She didn't stay here. All their entry form, their notebook that we usually record the people that lodged at everything disappeared. Anyway, to cut long story short, the police got involved. From when they saw the receipt, they found out later on that the guy actually stayed in that hotel. That was not the first time. So it was during the night. So what then happened was, So they found out that they somehow they could sense that he had this Ajay energy on him, on your wealth or Majeni. So during the night, some people decided that that thing that he has got, they wanted it for themselves. You see, so we now find out now as we speak, the owner of that hotel, it was a very big. I don't like mentioning names of people on my videos. If you guys if you want to research, you can just tap on the internet, ritual killing at Ile-Ife Hilton. It will all come out. You'll see that I don't like mentioning people's name. It was no. You see, but I'm just citing an example of how this ritual is so big now that it's not only among the big and the in their society. You see. So, I mean, imagine somebody like that, the person that owns that hotel. That's not the only business he had. Actually, he's got this university in Ghana, all very, very rich, any logo. You start to wonder, and this Timothy guy that they killed is actually like the apple of the whole family. He's got this very young guy, you see, brilliant guy. You see, got his whole future ahead of him. 3 young kids, his wife, very young, just starting in life, starting life, all the thing, everything he has, he bought, built this small accommodation for his parents. He just wanted to, look after them. I believe they said he wanted to, take the wife and the kids to, to America in the next 2 years. So they were trying to relocate because he worked with this, a company in Abuja, getting paid, oh God, I cried actually when I read that story. I couldn't help myself. I was thinking, what the hell? So they killed him during the night. So what they now did was they drained his blood because when they completed an autopsy on him, and so they were able to find out that he had this trauma in his head. You see, and some part of his by his thigh near his what do you call his manhood, he had been tampered with also. And just beside his heart, I think they drained some blood from there also. Can you imagine? And then they went and dumped him somewhere. So, you see, so you find, and the people that like in the past, these powerful people in the community, people that, they're almost untouchable. As we speak now, I'm even just praying that the guy will not get off. Because all the people that they are going to, maybe you're talking about the judge, this guy had connection even up to the president. You see, so they're the kind of, but the whole world is looking at them now to see. Actually, it's happening at Ile-Ife. Ile-Ife is somewhere that's very close to my heart. Because for a lot of reasons, because I'm a daughter of Oduduwa. You see, and so therefore that is my source. And I don't want anything to dent the image of Ile-Ife. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan ba Ile-Ife jẹ́ fún wa rárá. You see, and so you see me when it comes to something like that, and I'm passionate about it. Even ọba wa gan tán wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gan tán bá ṣe nǹkan wọn kúkú ti mọ̀ mí, mo máa pariwo ni. You see, because I don't need even palace, this palace, we all need together because that is Oduduwa's palace. That's my father's house. We all need. You cannot tell me not to come and sleep there if I want to come and sleep there, because that is Oduduwa's house. That is my father's house. Nobody can tell me not to come and stay in my father's house. You see. So when it comes to everything comes to I get passionate about this, and I'm thinking, what the hell is this? In the past that I will run tours, which I plan to do another one this year, God willing. Bring people home for Osun Osogbo, for doing Ifa, when we're doing Ifa festival, I believe in June, you see. We'll go and Worisha when we do, and I bring people, home, and I want to, they want to be sure that, look, they're going to be safe. Not that you're going to be staying at a hotel. Oh, you're going to think, somebody's going to come for you at night. What the hell is that? You see. So, but then when all of this is, I thought I'll come and talk about this, guys. Is the money keeps coming. The idea then is, so this person that's killed this Timothy guy, this is not the first time, Totishe. So the idea is they'll keep renewing it every year. Some of them, can you imagine? And they will say, oh, you're probably going to need like 2-3 people this year, next year, so that for your wealth to continue, blah, blah. So, and then they'll be looking for people as if they're looking for animals to slaughter. You see, the money keeps coming as long as the individual continues to perform the human sacrifices. Can you imagine that? You see, it's no surprise that most rich people in Nigeria, including influential politicians, priests, and these chiefs, you see all of them with all this big agbada, chiefs, pastors, kings, businessmen, or even the women, you know, I'm not saying all of them, but I can guarantee you, if you put on them down, maybe 75 is into it. Today, they are all suspected of blood money, either for protection or for fame or wealth, or all of the above. You see, so the idea is whichever way. There was one that happened, was it last week? This is even so sad. Among these guys, so they are teenagers, 17-year, 18-year-old. They said there was somewhere on Facebook, or I don't know if it's Instagram, that they had a list there of what you can do to make money, and part of it is to you cut off somebody's head. Sorry, I'm not. I don't want to be saying this on my video. Gruesome. You know, I don't know what to. I don't want to be saying that, but I want you guys to get the picture anyway. You see, so these guys, young boys, they are meant to be in school or some sort of vocational study or something. You see, but no, they all want to be. They want to be riding bands. They will have their own jet, or because that's what they see the adults in the community doing. You see, none of them is teaching about any value, moral value, about anything. It's all money, money, money. And so these young lads, the three of them, one of them was befriended. The girl was, I think, was about 20-year-old. So they called her to come to one of the house. So on getting there, they both, I'm thinking they probably dropped something in her drink, and she probably fell off or slept off or something. For what we now found out, the two of them had intercourse with her, and at the end, they still, I don't want to, cut off her head. Can you imagine? And some part of flesh from her thigh. They said there was something, and then they found somebody or somewhere on the internet where it says they'll need to get some leaves, some herbs, some other items, and then they just burn it together. And once they do that, the powder they got from other, they can be taking the powder with milk, and somewhere miraculously money will just be coming to them. Can you imagine that madness? Obviously, they were caught in the act, because it was I think it was past midnight, where they were trying to bond the whole thing together. Some of the vigilante, the security guards in the area, smelled what the smell, and I think because of that's what they do, they sort of they knew what it was, so they went straight there, and they saw the boys. So what are you guys doing here at this time? So they said, oh, they were trying to make this herbal preparation for somebody, blah blah blah. So the vigilante guys went further to actually check in the pot, and that was when they found out. They saw the big part, the head of this girl. You see, so so that's why I thought I'll come and talk about it here, because it's not only for young people to be doing this. That is what they see the adults doing in their community. You see, like I always say, we are all product of our backgrounds, our community that we grew up in. You see, because no one is born evil. It's whatever we see our adults doing as children, because that's all we would have. That's what we can see, and that's what we we want to do also. You see. So it's that bad now. Now they everything is they're bringing it to diaspora, and the way they will do that here is obviously. I'm in England. I'm in London. There's no way you're going to go and cut somebody or kill somebody. You'll be arrested. You're going down for it. So what they do is they will do it in spiritual So the way they will do that is, obviously when you are asleep, we are all vulnerable unless you're on this path that even when you are asleep, you should have stuff to protect yourself in some form of stones and other stuff that you probably be doing along the way. So if you know you're susceptible to this sort of thing happening, so you would probably, I mean, even when I'm going to bed, I know stuff that I put in place. You see, because then they will now call your consciousness. That's how they will do it. And to be honest with you, it's happened to me once. So I'm talking from my experience. I actually know it happens. So when they call your consciousness like that, also you remember. And then you remember you're standing there, this other person is standing in front of you. And as they attempt to do anything, so it's when your soul or your is way stronger. So whatever they want to do to them, in my own case, I took it from him and I put it back on him. You see, a got over gbé fún mi nígbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mo gbé padà fún ni. You see, so when we can imagine that. So it's most of the time it's not only your husband or your boyfriend or your wife. Sometimes it could be friends. Àwọn tó rò pé ọ̀rẹ́. You see, so obviously they found out about who you are, and you think you are friends. So no one to trust. You cannot say, "Oh, this is my friend. Oh, this is my uncle." No, because when they want money. And whatever it is, the energy you've got, they want it for themselves. Take, for example, Timothy's case. Young guy, stand-up guy, brilliant dude. He's got his whole future ahead of him. He started well, he got his first degree, or doing his MBA, chartered accountant. Brilliant dude. He would have only God know what he would have. They keep killing all these young, back home. You now wonder the place is just going from bad to worse, from fry pan to fire, because they're killing all the dreams, all the future of that country. Because you have some certain people at the top there, they don't want they want the youth to come up. They just want everything for themselves. You see, so I get more passionate about a topic like this. You see, because when you think about going home, you want to go and stay home. Sometimes when you're over there, you just look at everything like, look. You see, even the people they don't even know what's going on. You see, it's so sad. A scholar once explained that that in human body part rituals, the idea is that the soul of the sacrificed victim is sent on an errand for the supra-physical realm. There the soul then engaged in the laborious exercise of harvesting wealth for the usage of the victimizer. So obviously, for example of that Timothy, God forbid, I don't know, they drained his blood, took some part, from him. So now the family think they buried him. But if we are to go up, with what this scholar told us, they've already engaged his soul. So his soul, wherever his soul is not going to be resting in peace, his soul will be harvesting, wealth, working there. So it's not resting in peace to ensure this guy, whoever did that to him, they continue to be richer. I think that's the whole idea. So some people, they may not even kill them, but they're walking around, they are like walking dead, because they're already taking their essence away from them. They're just it's like looking at the body of a car with no engine, nothing there. So I thought I'll come out and talk about this, guys. Today is Happy Valentine once again. Make sure that you are a male or female, that you not become a sacrificed lamb on this Valentine's Day. Whoever you're going to be enjoying today with, or sharing today with, make sure that people that really care, about you. That no amount of money in this world, or any material wealth, they would not want to stop you for it. Make sure that the people that really cares about. If not, you can always be by yourself. Get yourself a bottle of wine, for the flower, or watch a lovely movie and be your own Valentine. You see, instead of saying, because by all means I need to get a Valentine today, someone that doesn't give a damn about you. and they're going to call you. You don't know what they've got in plan for you. Life is precious. It's got its up and down. You see, every day has its own struggle, but it's still worthwhile. You see, I thought I would come out today and I talk about it. It was another topic I wanted to come and do today, but from yesterday, just something was telling me go there. I just talk about this. If there was this is going to be the second video we're doing on rituals, because now it's like a pandemic in Nigeria now. Almost it's going on every second. You see, because the thing is killing each other and using each other this way. That's how they're gonna be able to make money. Oftentimes, because of the work that I do, I have people, ladies will call me, oh, Alashola, can you believe so what happened? There was this guy, Babalawo, or a pastor that said, oh, there was a time I should send my private, the hair from my private part. I said, for what? And then you said you should shave the hair, your hair on your head, and send it to, said you want to do something to do with Ifa. I said, no, I am a child of Ifa, you see, and I'm also a priestess of Ifa. There's nowhere that you would need Ifa will any Babalawo or anyone in the old Ifa will say, oh, you should shave your hair from your private part of your armpit and your head. And what do they want to do? Unless they want to use it for themselves and take something from you. You see, another thing is, on this path, I've seen women also, and I'm going to say this. They want power, they want, and they believe if them sleeping with these chiefs or this priest or this path, that then the priest will give them the power. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't work out like that. You see, if you're on this path, you should know what you are looking for. Along the way, you're going to see a lot of distraction. You should be sure on what your intention, what it is you are looking for. And whatever distraction along the way, you don't let that get to you. Because oftentimes, people will say, oh, I'm a child of Ifa, I'm a child of Oshun, I'm a child of Yemoja. You see. And because of that, obviously, they probably needed a mentor or someone that along the way. And some of them from stories that I knew of, then the Babalawo somehow relationship will get into it. From when that happened, everything is finished. Because you've lost the purpose of reason of your path. There's no way that should come in. The relationship you should have with that person should be solely because of this path. If whatever it is, your Orisha guidance that you needed along the way, or appeasement, whichever. From when you now introduce relationship into it, or some casual sex start to happen, trust me, it's going to end up badly. You see. So it's not so. What people, ladies especially, should be careful. Should be certain of what they are looking for. If you are looking for a relationship, it's different, then you know that's what you're looking for. You see. But you're not going to say, okay, you're looking for a mentor, because we cannot blame the men also all the time. You see. So when you should be certain of what is it you are looking for. Are you looking for a relationship? You're looking for a boyfriend or husband, or you're looking for Ifa, or you're looking for the Orisha of your head, or you want a mentor. You should be able to know, even along the way, if that Babalawo or Yanifa, whoever, or then start to want to do all this anky-panky and want to, throwing some stuff in, you should be able to say, oh, pardon me, sorry, this is not that should be like a red light. You should immediately, just delete them and move. This person, that was not part of the plan, because it's not going to end well. But so to speak, majority of the women, they will say, okay, and along with it, they'll start to use stuff for them, collecting money from them. Before you know it, stuff will happen. It will all be like horror stories. So I'm going to say that also here, that it's not only the men or the women that with abuse in this way, oftentimes people they don't, sometimes they don't even know what they are looking for themselves. So before you start this journey, just like any other journey, you should know where you are going, how you plan to get there, your purpose of that journey, and then so you should have a plan along. So because if any distraction or something that was not part of your plan start to show up, you should be able to now how to discard them, so you can still follow that path. You see. So I thought I'll point that out in this video, guys. It's wonderful having you guys here. Marvelous Ayoade, beautiful people. Sorry, sometimes I get so passionate about videos that I just get into it, and it's because of what's happening. That's happening as we speak, and that's why I get like this. How people killing each other. You see, because of money. We're meant to, money should make, men should make money, not money making men. You see, we should be in charge. It's not money, controlling, but when it's like that, because at the end of the day, this money you make, when the time of your death, you're not going to take it with you. You're not taking it anywhere. You see, so it's sad when people don't think about other stuff that we're here to learn. That way, the purpose of our journey here, our life purpose, and they just, forget all about that one, and it's going to be at the end, you find out it's all amount to nothing. So that's all I'm going to be talking about, guys. Happy Valentine's Day once again. Rajia, Nikki, lovely have you guys here. Oh, beautiful people. So I'm going to do a bit of my advert. As you guys are aware that before I do that, on Alashola, on this page, guys, so stay tuned. We're going to be bringing in live coverage of festival back home in Africa. I mean, different parts. So beautiful stuff is going to be happening from this week. Tomorrow, I know we have there's a festival happening tomorrow, which we're going to go live here on this page, Alashola Herbs and Spiritual. So stay tuned here, guys. Beautiful stuff coming in. So that when you talk about if you're a daughter or a child or son of Oya or Shun, Ogun, Elegua, and all of them, or Batala, stay tuned. Ifa or Ifa, you're gonna see a lot of wonderful stuff happening here. I believe the reason why I tend to do this is so that we our ancestors, well, that's what that's what they left us. A lot of stuff that's happening now is because a lot of people are lost, you see. And then you find out, oh, maybe it's this I'm looking for. You find out it wasn't that, until you find that thing, that very thing and it's right from the source. So I thought I'll, come here on this page. We'll talk about our orishas, our ancestors, how our ancestors lived their lives, what they did, what they got right, what they got wrong. So we learn from that. And we can guide ourselves, with love, from how they live their lives. And I have children. I wouldn't want my children when I'm old and passed on. I wouldn't want them to forget about me. You see, I believe our ancestors wouldn't want us to forget them too. You see, so and we that's our history, either we like it or not. That's who we are. You see, a river that forgets the source will soon run dry, no matter how you want to pour water into it. Because the water, the big bulk of the water is coming from the source. So from when you cut off from the source, then that's it. You see. So I thought, we'll be bringing live coverage here. And if you guys have other ideas of what you guys think we should do, more traditional stuff, then feel free to inbox me. I have some few admins on this page. Kenny. Wonderful guys here helping me to run the Alashola have some spiritual here, also on our Instagram and on our Twitter. So, but I'm always here also. There's no idea that I don't check the box. So if there's any message, I will get to see it also. You see. So whatever new ideas you want us to bring from home, you guys will watch it here live, and we'll do it, here. As long as something that will enrich our souls, make us a better person. So wonderful having you guys here. So as you guys are aware that I'm a spiritualist, and to herbs and all living consciousness. So whatever it is that you're going through, life challenges, give us a call here at Alashala. The universe has blessed us with all this living consciousness to make us a better person. And I can assure you, I'm a living example. I love my herbs, my stones. I don't know what I'll be doing. Whatever it is you are going through, if you're at a junction, you want clarity, we have Ifa here. A form of divination tool. Ifa is an ancient tool from in Africa way back. Ifa is accurate. Orumela never lies. Tell us what's happening, whatever the situation is. You see, like I would say in my videos in the past that I'll do tarot cards. I stopped doing that because tarot card will tell you the problems, but not how you're going to resolve it. Ifa is different like that. Ifa will tell us, okay, this is what's going on, child. You see, and then do this and do that, and then stuff. You'll be able to realign us back with our destiny. So for me, Ifa is a win-win situation. I actually have my own Ifa also. I'm an Ifa priestess, so I am a child of. I love Ifa to beat. I don't know what I'll do with that Ifa in my life, So whatever it is you are going through, the life challenges, sickness, if it's marital issues, whatever it is, lawsuits, professional life issues, you having issue at your work or whatever, give us a call at Alashala. The universe has blessed us. We have Ifa here. Ifa will tell us what to do, what's gone wrong, how we're going to resolve it. So there's no point us suffering when the universe has blessed us, you see. You can also reach us on we're on YouTube also, Alashala Arts on Spiritual. And for you guys on YouTube, wonderful having you guys here. Please like and subscribe to our channel so that you will have a notification every time we drop new videos. Also, you can WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number is +44 7480 661815. All my contact is going to be at the bottom of this video, all our videos. So I'm always here, guys. Whatever it is we're going through, life challenges, don't suffer alone. Just drop us a line here, and then we can, Ifa is there to guide us. The universe is here to guide us, and I can guarantee you we will have a happy ending. So it's wonderful having you guys here, beautiful people. Henry, you already texted me. Okay, all right, Henry. If I don't get back to you tonight, because it's late here now in England, I'll get back to you tomorrow. Okay, yeah, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. If I me wonderful having you guys here. So that's all we're gonna be talking about today, beautiful people. Lide, happy Valentine's, people. I love you. I love you. I love you. Stay blessed. Bye bye.